Out of the original Silent Hill trilogy, Silent Hill 3 is often overshadowed by its admittedly incredible predecessor. With the recent release of the Silent Hill 2 remake, all eyes have shifted back to the king of psychological horror, reimagined on modern hardware. Recently, however, I finished playing Silent Hill 3 for the first time, and I found myself wishing more people gave it the love and attention it truly deserves. Its art direction and characters perfectly capture the early 2000s aesthetic, and Heather Mason remains my favourite character in the series. To top it all off, the game is supported with surprisingly great voice acting and, as always, an incredible studio soundtrack written by Akira Yamaoka. Part of the reason this game has been overlooked for so long is its inaccessibility, so I hope this video helps introduce more people to this hidden gem and appreciate it just as much as its predecessor. Okay, so in order to get everything set up, the first thing you're going to need is an actual copy of Silent Hill 3, the PC port. It's pretty easy to get, just be careful what you're downloading and where you're downloading it from. But once you have the file, I actually recommend you create a new folder for everything. So here I have an emulation folder, and here is where I'm going to put everything for Silent Hill 3, everything we're going to be installing and all of that. So I'm just going to create a new folder called Silent Hill 3, and I highly recommend you do this, and this is just where we're going to put everything for the game. Once you've done that, open it up, and we can extract the full rip of the game, like so. That will take a little while because it's quite a big file. So once that's extracted, go ahead and open up the folder, and just drag everything in here. Or you can even drag the entire Silent Hill folder, but since I've already got one named here, I'll just leave it. Open up this folder, drag everything into your new folder wherever you've chosen to install it, like so. And now you can delete these two folders. We don't need them anymore. Okay, so next let's install the audio enhancement pack. And this is super important because for whatever reason, the original PC port actually comes with different audio, and it sounds terrible. So this pack basically just restores the game's original audio from the PS2 version, and I highly recommend you use this for the actual experience. So once you're on this page here, this is the only button you want to look at. Make sure it says Reload 2 included. This is the app that we're going to be using to actually launch the game. So go ahead and download this and install it to your downloads or your desktop. Okay, once we have this folder installed, let's go ahead and extract it with, again, just WinRAR or whatever it is you choose to extract your files with. That will take a little while. Alright, so here we have the extracted enhancement pack. Let's go ahead and open this up. And there's quite a few files here, so I recommend you also open up your Silent Hill 3 directory and just copy what I'm doing. So the first file we're concerned about is inside the prereqs folder, and that is the actual setup for Reloaded. So let's go ahead and launch that. And let this install. This is basically the launcher we're going to use to configure our mods and actually launch the game. Once it's installed, you might be prompted with this tutorial. Just click skip the tutorial, do not click anything here. And once we're done with that, we can just close this for now. We're going to see that on our desktop we have two new apps, Reloaded 2 and a folder called Reloaded 2. This is going to contain all of our mod data and everything else. Just drag this entire folder into the Silent Hill 3 folder, like so. The next thing we need to do is reopen our extracted Silent Hill 3 audio enhancement pack, like so. And in our Silent Hill 3 installation folder, we're going to go into our Reloaded 2 folder, go into our mods folder, and simply drag the Silent Hill 3 audio enhancement pack into here. Now once that's done, we can actually completely delete everything else from our Silent Hill 3 audio enhancement pack. We don't need any of these folders anymore. The final thing we need is the actual PC fix for the game, and this is basically going to include a bunch of modern enhancements. It's going to fix the 4:3 aspect ratio as well as some of the graphical bugs that were introduced with the port. So once you head on over to this link, again this is the only download button you have to be concerned with. Let's go ahead and click that. It's going to come up with these terms. Just click agree and get downloads, and download once more. Okay, so once we have the Silent Hill 3 PC fix folder on our desktop, we have to extract this with either WinRAR or 7-zip because there are files in here that don't work well with a Windows extractor. So for me, I'm using WinRAR. You're welcome to use 7-zip. That's another really easy program to install. But I'm just going to click extract here. Now it is going to prompt you with a password for this. The password is PCGW, all lowercase, like so. Once you've entered that, you can then click OK, and it will extract the files onto your desktop here. So here we have all of them. Now, all these files, similarly to what we did with the reloaded folder, we're just going to drag all of them into our Silent Hill 3 install directory, like so. And once we've done that, that's actually all the mods and fixes we need to install for the game. Okay, now that we've done that, we can now safely delete both the PC fix RAR, all the files extracted with it, and these two files here, the reloaded to shortcut and the reloaded to folder. All we're concerned about now is what's within our Silent Hill 3 install directory. So let's go ahead and double click on the reloaded to folder in the directory, and we're going to scroll down until we see reloaded to 32.exe. Let's launch this. Okay, so with reloaded to open, we're going to simply hit this little add application button, and we're going to navigate to wherever we have Silent Hill 3 installed. So for me, that's on emulation and under Silent Hill 3. Let's click on sh3.exe, click save, and it should, after a brief moment, add the game to our launcher here. And we can see that we do have the Silent Hill 3 audio enhancement pack already here. Now, don't worry about the PC fix not appearing as a mod. It's already integrated. It just doesn't appear on the launcher. The only thing we need to do now is click this little box, which is going to actually enable the audio enhancement pack. And that's everything installed. The final thing we need to do is on our Silent Hill 3 application, under the Actions tab, we can create a shortcut for the game, which is automatically going to go to our desktop. And you can now just treat this as your executable for the game. So let's launch the game up with our controller connected. And just like that, we can see Silent Hill 3 loading up with the audio enhancement pack. And there we have it. We're on the main menu of the game now. So let's click New Game and just load into the opening cutscene here. And we should see that everything is perfectly loaded. We've got the 16:9 aspect ratio. Everything's HD. And yeah, it looks absolutely perfect. So with that being said, guys, that is how to install Silent Hill 3 on PC with the PC port and some unofficial enhancement packs that just make the experience a lot more enjoyable. And I think the game looks great in this case. I think it looks just like a modern port of the game or a remaster. And yeah, everything is perfect. We can see that we have full control over Heather here, and it just looks great. The only thing I would recommend you changing is you can go into, I think it's under inventory actually, yeah. On options, you might want to change the control type to 2D. I find this to be a lot easier if you're using an analog controller, so if you're using like an actual joystick, it just controls a little bit better than the 3D type. So if we come out of here, I'll show you what I mean. I can now kind of move around with the joystick in a 360 sort of, yeah, like that. This just works better for the joystick, but if you're planning on using the D-pad, then I would probably recommend the original 2D type. But yeah, overall this looks really, really good. And yeah, I hope that through this video you're able to play the game, enjoy it as much as I did. And if you have any questions, drop them in the comments and I'll do my best to answer them. But as far as I know, it should be pretty straightforward. But yeah, thanks guys for watching, and I hope you enjoy playing Silent Hill 3.